Everyone knows what ChatGPT is, but very few people know how to use it and what to use it for specifically. And I'm not talking about cheating on school projects or making it do all the work for you. I have 100% never done that. But jokes aside, ChatGPT has an immense amount of benefits and features that most people generally just miss out on. Because most people will just open ChatGPT, start a new conversation, and without intent, just spew out some random facts and content that isn't structured in a proper way. And it's actually really simple to just fix this instantly. So in this video, I'll go over the 3 most crucial parts of ChatGPT so that you can implement these things immediately and make your experience with ChatGPT much more personalized and much more efficient. And plus, I've got a little bonus in the end, something that I use personally every single day, so make sure to stick around for that. So the first thing, as we're in ChatGPT here, is that you cannot use this as something that will just make it work for you. You have to think about ChatGPT as a partner or as a collaborator on your project or task. So let's use my example, right? I want to make a YouTube video and I want to have some input on my scripts and my style of video and if there's really that like outline and if something is bad structured or if the hook is bad or anything like that. And what we can also do is actually snap a picture of, let's say, the background here, and I can ask it to analyze it and see what we could do better. So let's try and set that up right now. So let's grab a picture of our current setup. I'll just hold it right next to the camera here. Okay, so apparently I couldn't airdrop, but I do have another picture of the exact same background, just with some other colors. Okay, so we got the screenshot here, and I will just, I have uploaded down here. This is the kind of same background, and I will say now to analyze this picture and tell it what we need it for. Can you analyze this? Let's say I want to stand out as an expert and some form of authority in this space, right? So let's say I want the video to have a feeling of authority. So now it has to know, okay, this is the kind of vibe we have to transfer in this picture. So is there anything we should do different? Right now it knows that. So let's see what it says. So we send it the picture. You can see here, it's kind of the same background that I have. It's just another color. Here's a breakdown of what works well and what could be improved. So the bookshelf is filled with books that give an impression of knowledge and expertise. This is great for establishing authority. See, I didn't even think about that. So these are all the strengths, right? It says, okay, bookshelf, that's good. It's clean and organized. That's also very nice. Thank you, ChatGPT. Personal touches, the minimal decor, the plan, and a small shelf with glass and bottles, which is this one, which is great that it spotted that. And these are the things for improvement, right? So lying on your face a little bit underlit with the bright blue light in the background. Now this is different because now I have my actual light here. But in this one picture, I didn't, right? So therefore it says that we need more light, which is great because if you don't know you need more light, then ChatGPT will tell you. It also says that the right side is a little bit more busier with the bookshelf, the ambient lighting, while the left is more minimal, which is still the case actually. Might be reversed, but it's still somewhat the case. So this is actually something that I might take into consideration for the future. Color coordination. The hoodie is casual and blends in with the overall color palette. Consider wearing a slightly more formal contrasting color, a solid color with contrast to the background. Navy blue or charcoal gray, which is exactly what I actually did for this video. So very good. And then it has some additional tip for professional look and summary of suggestions. Now the reason why this is so much more important is because we told it that we want professionalism and expertise to shine through in these videos. So it tells you, well, your hoodie is kind of a little bit weird and the color is weird and the lighting is not that good, so it doesn't feel like very expertise and very premium. So it will tell you that, but it wouldn't know that that's what we went for if we hadn't told it. So that's what kind of the reason why you get a lot of context to what you're doing. So now that we've already given it some context to what we're looking for, we can say, okay, great, that's fixed. Now I also want you to help me create a script for this video. Simple and straightforward, only filled with the most important knowledge, convey the same feeling of expertise and professionalism as the photo. And what we write here is, or what I just wrote really quickly, is that I want you to respond to me with very passionate responses and make sure that you have a very clear mission to over-deliver every single time, making sure that I only get the highest level of advice and never want generic or basic YouTube advice. I want it to fit me very well. And then I give it some inspiration. Now, Ben Heath, if you don't know him, he's a guy who makes a lot of Facebook marketing videos and stuff like this. And he has a very, very good and professional way of conveying educational content without being crazy edited. So I said, take inspiration from Ben Heath and his style of videos. Now it also knows what kind of a vibe we want with the video. And here I said, I want the video to be cut in a way that's just switching between talking head camera and my screen recording, so with a very basic cut and highlights. So just also telling it how I want the cuts to be, so it knows how to structure the entire video out. And in the end, we're gonna tell it what we want to be in the video, right? And now I said I want 3 main topics in the video. I want a free feature, I want a paid feature, and then I want a bonus feature. And then you obviously tell ChatGPT, maybe you have like some draft script that you give it, or maybe you have some specific features that you want. But let's just give it this and see what it gets, or what it gives us. Okay, now if you've ever made a script before, then make sure that you realize the difference here between the scripts. So first thing here that we can see is that it already gives us a title. Again, that's over delivering, because we told it to over deliver, and it gave us a very nice and kind of motivational text here in the beginning. It says, absolutely love the energy and your commitment to deliver top tier content. We're gonna make this video a masterpiece of authority, clarity, and passion, inspire the best in the business. It says, camera, tight frame, eyes at top third, confident posture, warm but serious tone. So it also gives you the tone that you have to talk in. And then it obviously says with the background and all that we talked with before. Now it gives you the hook, and it tells you also the time frame that it should be in between all of this stuff, right? And you can read it through if you want to. And then it says cut to screen recording, ChatGPT interface, zoom in on the logo with a subtle cinematic sound effect to emphasize importance. So again, here is over delivering. It's formatted out an entire video for you because you told it that you wanted to over deliver, and you told it the style and content you want to be. So it's much easier for ChatGPT to actually over deliver when you tell it exactly what it is that you want. Main content 1, the paid feature, the bonus feature, and all this stuff, right? And a conclusion and a call to action, and then an end screen. And then in the end here, it has some final notes for the editing and why it works, because again, we told it to over deliver and we want it to be like a kind of a coach type thing. So it, you know, it has some include on-screen text highlights for key points, consistent color grading for professional cohesive look, all this stuff. So again, it didn't take me long to just write a few extra lines and make sure that I know exactly what I wanted to do, and you can use this for absolutely anything. So this next thing in the plus plan is something that's going to elevate your ChatGPT game to the next level times 20. And this is by far the most powerful feature of ChatGPT, and that is creating your own GPT, like from scratch. So with this feature, you don't have to always re-enter all your prompts or re-enter who you are and what kind of style you want, because you can teach it from the beginning. So the way you do this is very, very simple. You need the plus plan to do this, but you have to go in the browser version. You cannot do this from the app. So when you're in the browser, you go into this Explore GPTs, and then in the top right corner, you can press create. And now we create one, and you can see in here that we can put the name, we can put the description and instructions, and we also have another bar in the top that says create. So here is when you can talk to ChatGPT and kind of make it build it out for you, or you can go back into the configure page and just write your instructions right down here. So the easiest thing is kind of to use this create page. So let's say that we want to make a ChatGPT that can help us create videos much faster and easier. And so all you're gonna do is you're gonna go into the create tab, and you're gonna say, I want this GPT, but let's give it a little more context. So let's say I want this to help me create higher level, professional, simple videos, and kind of give it some of the same context that we gave the other one here. I'm just gonna plug a lot in, and then I'll tell you after. Okay, so I've just given it a little bit of more context. I kind of gave it some of the things that we told before, and then I told it how to respond to my messages. So I said, I want you to respond to all my messages as a mentor / coach, and for you to focus on making me better at this and teaching me it. So break your responses down into segments like initial answer, why this works, what could be better, pro tips, pros and cons, and final verdicts. Then I said, I want these videos to be very personal and true to me, so I'll give you some information about me now. A fictional character up says, my name is John Johnson, I'm 32 years old, I live with my wife and 2 kids in Florida. I have 7 years of work experience with AI technology, and I like to have all my videos in a joyful and uplifting mood, because I think that people learn better that way. My passion is to make AI a part of everyone's lives, to make their lives better and more efficient, so I want to cover all areas of AI in my videos, but teaching it in a way that ordinary people with no formal experience also can understand it, right? So let's give it this thing, and I can see that it's updating the GPT, right? So now it's kind of creating what I want it to be, and you can keep posting like prompts in here and keep learning it more if it kind of, you know, want to change it in a way like that. And then it says, what will we name it? Let's just name it Bob the Creator. Let's say Bob the Creator, right? We want the name to be Bob the Creator. And over here on the right side, you actually have a preview where you can try to give it some inputs, and then you can see how it will respond to you. And so now if you go into the configure tab, you can actually see that it's updated a lot of the things in here. It says this GPT is a high-level professional video creator mentor focused on helping users like John Johnson create simple, impactful, and personal videos. It assists with scripting, editing, visual feedback like backdrops, and consistently over-delivers. It avoids generic YouTube advice and always provides tailored and actionable guidance, blah, 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 you know, and it kind of And it kind of goes like that. So now it has like kind of a personality just GPT. And so we can try and ask it, say, I don't have a lot of context on Midjourney, I don't really know what it is, so let's see here. All right, let's create a script that explains what Midjourney is in a simple, engaging way that feels authentic to your style. We'll keep it concise but impactful, aiming for about 2 to 3 minutes of content, right? But I didn't tell you how long I wanted it, so I can just tell it, or I can write in here, I always want my videos to be 8 to 12 minutes. Boom. Okay, so now we're just updating it, but let's see what it did before here. So now it says, we'll follow this structure: hook, introduction, why it's useful, how it works, example of use cases, and whatever. Oh, it actually deleted it because I just said that. Oh, well, let's try again. Right, very simple prompt, but we've already given it all the context, so we don't need to customize our prompt every single time now. So let's see what it comes up with. Okay, and now it says sticking to that 8 to 12 minutes sweet spot, right? So it already gives us the title, Mastering Midjourney, Top Tips for Stunning AI Art. Right, and then it starts again. Let's see what the hook is. Start with an eye-catching example of a Midjourney art system, like, want to create stunning AI art like this. In this video, I'm revealing the best tips to get the most out of Midjourney, whether you're a beginner or looking to level up, right? That's a pretty great hook. And then when we go down, you can see that we told it how to respond. So it says why this works. It structures to this, it's good hook, whatever. It could be better. If time allows, you can include a section about Midjourney alternatives. So that's a really good actually thing to implement. Pro tips: use high energy transitions to maintain viewer interest, show your personality, interject with humor where it feels natural, you know, all this stuff. Cons might feel a bit fast-paced for complete beginners. Consider a follow-up video focusing solely on getting started. Also a really great thing here. So, you know, it's kind of trying to help you here, right? But let's say we have customized it as much as we want. Let's just say we create it and we save it. Boom, you can press view GPT, and now we have Bob the creator in here. Let's just say, how can I improve this video script? And it says drop the script here. I'll help you refine it for maximum impact. I'll break down the feedback into segments, everything like that, right? So now you have this, and you can just enter this one, click up here, start a new conversation, and it will remember everything. So this is so valuable because let's say you really spent like an hour giving it prompts, teaching it how you want your YouTube videos or your coding or your programs to be. And then every time you use it, it will follow those exact structures. And this is exactly what I have done. I have a ChatGPT that I use myself every single day for YouTube videos. I have one for short form videos, and then I have one for my sales. So in my everyday life, I'm a salesman. I sell a lot, like over the phone. So I actually have this ChatGPT that helps me sell, and I called it a sales coach and helper. And for fun, I called it Jordan Belfort and told it to have like that kind of Jordan Belfort personality, and it does have that. And the way I did this is that I told this exactly what I wanted from it, and I told that every time you help me with a script or anything, every time I give you some feedback, always refer your data back to the book The Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort, so we know that our scripts and everything is a straight line system, which is what Jordan Belfort teaches. So that's exactly how I use this one. I give it my scripts, and it helps me kind of correct it into be the exact thing I want from the book, and it can help me refer back to the book, which also gives me so much more information about the book. I also use my own YouTube GPT to make this video you are seeing right now. The third thing that you can use ChatGPT for is actually inside of the Explore page, the one we were in just before. And here you can actually see there's a ton of already created, like there's hundreds of GPTs that you can use that's kind of already taught to do a very specific thing. So there's, for example, this one that's called Logo Generator. So it will generate the logos. It's probably been told a lot how to create like more realistic looking or more simplistic looking logos, or this Code Copilot that will that's programmed specifically to code better, right? And there's this one called Planty, which will help you take care of your plans, right? There's so many different things that's very specific down to this. So this is just a kind of quick one, but really powerful if you find something in here that you actually need, and this is a good place to go for inspiration as well. So the last thing and the bonus thing, what I usually do every single day is that it's more kind of focused around people who make videos and stuff, but I always give it my analytics from the videos that I do. So how many views it got, what the CTR is, everything like that, so it knows kind of, because let's say I give all my information to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT says, well, you have good watch time, but your CTR is very low, so maybe we should fix the CTR. Can maybe try fix the thumbnail, send me a picture of the thumbnail, I will analyze it, or maybe change the title, stuff like this. So as long as you keep feeding it information, it's going to keep learning, and it's going to keep being more and more powerful the more you use it. So that's a little extra bonus thing that I do that you also can do if you want to. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe subscribe, make sure to like, ask me some questions in the comments if you have any questions about the ChatGPT or if you need any help to creating your own GPT or anything like that. And if you think I missed something, make sure to let me know as well.